Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. You know, as a small business owner, we have to maintenance, all of our vehicles. And this van right here is my favorite vehicle. It really is. But it's got over 500,000 miles on it. And this is Monday maintenance day. So we're going to change that oil filter. And people really knock that filter, but that's all I use is the FRAM. And we've got 511,000 miles on here. But take a look, real simple, learn how to change your oil. Takes only about 5 minutes, and something that you need to do, on a regular basis, or you will put that van or truck or car in the shop. Okay, so we're under the truck, and I've always used vice grips. I know everybody laughs at me, but I mean, I know it's a 98-cent plug, but you know what? Who cares? Take your vice grips, put it onto your oil plug, pull it, get it loose, then you can just do it by hand, and that oil is going to pop out of there. Remember, if it's hot, be careful. Let your truck cool off a little bit. And here comes the oil. And yeah, that plug stripped. So what? I've been changing it that way for I don't know how many years. This is a 2008. And yes, I could definitely go buy a new plug, but why? It comes off just as easy, and it's been on there for, what, I don't know how many years that is, 11, 12 years, not a problem. Okay, let's let that drain, and we're going to go take off the oil filter. So you can see, there's the old oil filter. It is a FRAM. I've been using them since day one. Let's go ahead and take this one off and put a new one on. Using your oil filter wrench, slide it up onto your filter. It works on tension, so you just get it tight, and then you can unscrew it. Once it breaks loose, you can easily use your fingers, but you can see what happens right away. This is, again, to me, a design flaw in Chevy, and it's just such a mess to replace this oil filter. Yes, you can wear gloves. I'm just going to wipe my hands off here right away. So what I like to do is to take and put some old oil right around this O-ring. That just helps lubricate it. And then when we put it back up, it'll make a really tight seal onto that spot. So let's go ahead and do that. So next we're just going to go ahead and start it onto the nut that's up there, the threaded portion of it. Screw it in there as tight as you can with your hand. Then I'm going to take the oil filter wrench and just give it about 3/4 of a turn to just make sure it's nice and snug. Then we'll clean all that off. So remember not to over tighten it, but you want to get it about 3/4 of the turn around. That's probably enough right there. Let's go ahead and wipe all that off, and we're done. The only reason that I'm really cleaning it off is just so that I can look for leaks after I start it, just to double check it. So I always wipe it off clean, make it look really nice. And now we're just tightening up the oil plug, and we'll be ready to put our oil in here. Let me go grab those vice grips and just make it a little bit snug, and it's good to go. Vice grips on, just tighten it up nice and snug, and we're good to go. So yeah, that plug has had vice grips on it, I don't know how many hundreds of times, well, since I bought it, and I've never replaced the plug. I've never had any problems with it. Vice grips are a great tool, and I'll bet you that you've probably already replaced your oil plug, but I haven't. So I have always used Valvoline, and it doesn't matter to me if it says high mileage or not. I like the synthetic blend now because I do have over 500,000 miles. But I think that any oil, as long as you maintain that truck, is going to work great. This is a 2008 Chevy Express 6.0 liter engine. It calls for 6 quarts plus a filter. So they make the 5-quart container, but you're still going to need 1 more quart. So, match it up or not. This truck calls for 5W30. Remember, that's a very lightweight oil, and as we get into the colder climates, we do have offices, up north. Those trucks In the wintertime, I try to run this so that the oil is a little bit more lubricant, but in the summertime up there, I like to run 10W30. So using your handy dandy funnel that you got at Walmart for 89 cents, pour this oil in here slowly, and it takes a few seconds for it to get in there. You know, guys, I've had this truck for a long time, haven't done a whole lot to it, brakes, alternator, and I did put a water pump on it not too long ago. But changing the oil, something that you can easily do and prolong that life before you have to go into the service department where they're going to charge you an arm and a leg to make a repair. So that was 5 quarts. Now we're going to finish it off with the last, make it 6 quarts. I know everybody tells me they like to work on their vehicle. I think that's just so funny because this is something that is easy to do, but I can think of a million things better for my time than to do this. But it is important, and the only way you're going to get your vehicle to last a lifetime is to maintenance it. So we start the truck up and check for leaks, but what I really wanted to show you was 511,000 miles and we're still going really strong. FRAM oil filters, they do work. I think all oil filters work, but that's what I use is FRAM. Love to hear your comments. So just like all those people that tell you they can build something that lasts forever, we're talking about a French drain here in case you don't know. Nothing lasts forever. Everything needs maintenance, and I mean this is just another example of it. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.